director of the film Omakase. I'm so excited that Omakase will be publishing on Emily Fan's YouTube channel on August 27th. Something I noticed immediately from Emily while directing Omakase was her willingness to really try new things and elevate the story. There's one specific moment where she improvises a very short line, and God, it just made me absolutely break down and sob. If you're interested in following more of my work, you can follow me right here. And recently I created a new production company with my friend Cody McLeod Rogers called Foreground Productions. You can follow it on Instagram right here. While Foreground comes after Omakase, I believe that the principles of the film really stay true. As a filmmaker, I really want to create stories that disrupt narratives, that change perspectives on human experiences, and that ultimately make the world a better place. Anyway, that's all from me. I hope you guys enjoy the film when it comes out on August 27th. Thank you.
So yeah, I think that's everything off the checklist. Show you my hair clip. Oh my god. Show you my hair clip. Show you the trailer for my new short film. And now we can get into the horror stories, I almost said hair clip. Whoops. I'm getting too much into the mindset of the hookups and the my mind is so rotting rancid in the gutter. By the way, I am going to be purposefully mispronouncing words or replacing words with other words so I don't get demonetized. Because like I said, many of these I really can't even read because they are quite erotic and not in a tasteful way, in like a gross way. So, first of all, he growled. I laughed and he didn't growl again. And thank the Lord Almighty for that. I'm wondering what type of growl was this? You know, I can't imagine being with someone like, are we talking like a Mufasa, king of the jungle, standing on top of Pride Rock like, cause then I'm like, okay, let's tone it back. Also, on the other hand, imagine gearing up the courage to growl, or maybe that's something that would just come naturally, actually. I don't know if he was thinking in his head, all right, a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and roar, you know, it probably just came out accidentally. Anyways, I laughed and he didn't growl again. After everything was finished, I sat on his bed as he literally went through every phase of his life and the trauma he experienced throughout. He definitely had mommy issues and needed therapy. Many such cases, many such cases. During a particularly dramatic story from his teen years, I leaned over and grabbed my phone to order an Uber. He didn't even finish the story before I popped up to get dressed and get the fuck out of there. Ha 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 ha. P.S. I've been considering if I'm a lesbian or not lately, and this interaction is what pushed me to start considering. I am screaming. First of all, he starts unloading all his trauma onto you after he just unloaded in different ways, and it's like, I don't think this is like pillow talk, right? Pillow talk is like that thing that Zane sang about, where it's like, what is pillow talk? What do y'all be talking about? Is that when you're just like laying there after and you're like, good game, like, that was good? Or whatever. I don't think it involves trauma dumping. Him laying there naked like, my mother never told me that she was proud of me and it just really affected me for the rest of my life. And you're like, okay, but, I'm looking for a Toyota Prius, so we're gonna have to wrap this up. Went to a guy who absolutely smelled awful and told me Wait, what? Went to a guy who absolutely smelled awful and told me that my schlong smelled like bacteria. And isn't that the fragrance we all strive for? Definitely something everyone wants to hear in bed, you know. Ooh, baby, your genitalia, it's giving petri dish. I need to put on my chemistry goggles for what you got going on down here, babe. Baby of the sort. Also, when I told him to please don't hit me, he proceeded to hit me anyways. Okay, guillotine. Death to them all. No, not to them all. Not to you. Just to him. What? Do you need me to take care of this guy for you? Listen, I've been going to the gym, okay? I can do something. Okay, guys, to be honest, I don't gather what's going on here, but I'm just gonna read the rest of it. I went to the bathroom and I had my Apple Watch, so I texted my phone through it and said to call me in 6 minutes. She did and pretended to be in a car accident and I left. So I guess they texted someone through their Apple Watch and said, call me and pretend to be in a car accident. That's what it's seeming like to me. Have you guys ever had to like, call your friend to help get them out of a date or something like that? I've actually never had to do that because a lot of my friends, we don't really date. We tend to just keep to ourselves. Who knows? That might change. That might change. One of these days, I might have to put on the theatrics. Put on the, oh, my son, he's stuck in a well. Won't you please come help me? It wasn't that bad, but he was opening his mouth too wide when we were kissing. It's like kissing a plastic cup. That's the best description I can give. You know what? I have had that experience too, where you're kissing someone where I hate it I hate it. I hate it. I guess I did hate it. But literally, I was like, is there a lockjaw situation going on here? I'm a little bit confused. For people who open their mouths way too wide when kissing, in my head, I'm kind of just like cannibal allegations. Like, I'm literally like, you know what it's giving? Bones and all. Bones and all. I'm like, baby, you need to be starring alongside Timothée Chalamet, okay? Because why are we opening our mouth so wide that I feel like you're about to consume me? I felt befuddled. And that's not how you should feel. When typically after or during a makeout session, you don't want to be sitting there thinking, I'm quite befuddled right now, and nor do I want the other person to be thinking that, you know? Like, I feel like, why do I feel like I'm Scooby-Doo trying to solve this mystery as to why your mouth is open so wide? I'm a lesbian and my ex-girlfriend and I were dating, and she called her mom while, you know, going at it with me to order Wendy's, and then stayed on the phone for a while still doing it, and then promptly left to go eat Wendy's. In parentheses, I stayed with her for 7 months after this. You know, there's nothing more romantic than, you know, conjoining souls and intertwining limbs and feeling each other flesh to flesh, only to hear, yeah, can I get a 4 for 4? Yeah, that feels great. Keep doing that. And can I get some barbecue sauce with that? It's like, this can't wait. I mean, I guess, honestly, lesbian sexual interactions, like, sometimes you need to put that into your Google Calendar because it's like a good 4 to 5 hour chunk of time. So maybe it can't just wait because by the time we're done, the Wendy's is closed, you know? But he invited me back to his house and his dog shit on his carpet. I'm sure that certainly added a certain je ne sais quoi to the aroma of the place. All right, this is long. We met off Tinder and we were chatting for a while and we gave each other our numbers and really clicked. I thought we were the perfect match and eventually we wanted to hook up and started flirting in a sexy way. I knew something was wrong when he started sending me deck pics. Okay, I really didn't mind it after a while. And then he stopped. He didn't send them often though. Whatever. And then we started video chatting a lot and he was handsome. Just my type and so sweet, and we were both in our 20s, and then we finally decided to hook up after like 4 months of talking online. When I went to his place, and no, he didn't pick me up. Whatever. So when I went to his place, it turns out this guy was kind of catfishing. No, God forbid. Even with like, did you guys video call though? Ugh. It took a crazy turn, and turns out either they were related or something, but the guy I was talking to online and the guy I met with was completely different. The guy I met with told me that looks don't matter and tried to lure me into sex, but I did not hesitate to run out of that place. Maybe he hired the guy he was talking with to catfish me, or they were related somehow, though I'm still pissed off and sad. I went to a therapy session after and was scared I would get stalked, but nothing happened. Oh my God, what a nightmare situation. But if I have been e-dating someone for 4 months and I show up to the place and I open the door expecting to see, you know, Melissa Barrera or something like that, and lo and behold, Danny DeVito is standing there. Yeah, trust and believe I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. I would literally be gagged.